There now we're going to have certain sliders. I guess this is a little showcase of what's to come in the future with being able to manipulate. Oh my god!
Wait a minute, I know that guy.
Oh my god! I forgot about this guy. We were playing with the functionality and how we could get how granular we can get in the customization options to create, different personalities out there.
All right, let's watch this. This is the new Ashes of Creation update.
But we needed a little extra time. As you can see on our current topics list, we are going to be not only doing our reminders and studio update, our big focus for the stream is actually going to be the character creator. And yes, you are going to see it in action.
Yes.
Us fiddling with it. I think we did one little edit that we had.
Okay.
Because we had a crash.
I crashed it. I was manipulating the tattoos and the
You put too many tattoos on.
I put too many tattoos and scars, and we found a crash that QA.
He's trying to make an island boy.
We only really hit this crash like once out of like 40
Yeah, he's
times.
trying to make the island boy.
Then it's safe. And then at the moment I did it, boom. So we did a little edit, but it's okay. Super excited with the character creator today, guys. Of course, we're going to preface that this is the Alpha 2 character creator, so there's
it's going to take a while for it to actually come out and be good.
In it, but I think
UI is not done.
Yeah, UI is not done. There's still a lot of feature development that's necessary. A lot of presets that aren't present. Some of the options, and we'll go through that stuff a little later. But what I will say is I played a lot of MMOs, and I have very rarely ever encountered a character creator, even at this state, that is as versatile and capable as what our team has been able to develop. So I'm super excited.
I think BDO is the gold standard for character creators. Like, I'm excited to see this.
Record with Margaret and Zach Mallet and Clayton Stamper, and we had a lot of fun, and Chris Atkins as well.
Yeah, let's see.
It was,
BDO one is
insane. I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy it. We're a little silly at times, but we do get into some more technical details
after this, guys,
as well.
I promise I'll play again.
Our programmers nerding out, which is always a lot of fun. And then we also have, so this is very character heavy stream. We also have some more character art updates.
Okay,
if you've been watching and following along with our journey the last couple months, you may have noticed that we've been showing a lot of the different races art because we were kind of finalizing some of those things and getting them to the point where in Alpha 2 you will be able to play these. So we will have some new showcases and reveals as well on that front.
I was just going to say another really important thing on the art side, at least, as you're seeing a lot of this character work starting to get revisions and additional passes, you're actually going to start now seeing the real kind of almost launch quality characters that we're intending to have in Ashes of Creation. So,
these are going to be in Unreal 5 too, right?
As we told you
think
in Alpha 1 and prior to Alpha 1 during development, like art is always a work in progress, right? It's always getting iterated upon and
I'm excited. I want to see
improved. And one of the great things about a transparent development process of an MMORPG is you get to see that from start to finish. Yeah. And now we're kind of reaching
the first Alpha one was kind of rudimentary.
We're feeling like this is where we want to be with our character art.
It's Moana phase
it's exciting to share that with you guys.
Yeah. And last but not least, we will also have our Q&A as per usual, and we'll probably also during the character creator segment, I'll be keeping an eye out for chat if there's any upcoming questions that I notice that we don't answer throughout, and I will also bring those up at the end of that. So let's get quickly into our
I want to see the new
don't
stuff for sure. I'm excited.
But we do have a little bit of a new segment. First and foremost, we actually are going to be spotlighting a YouTube comment every stream now. So if you are a subscriber on our YouTube,
they're showing the posts here. Let's go.
Spotlighted. So today's one is from Josh23, and they said, "I love the diversity in the classes. I know they already showed the Valoon, but I wonder if they will further diversify them from the Kalar like the other races and their counterparts." And I figured you could talk a little bit on that front, Steven, if you'd like.
I think this is just like lore and stuff like that, right?
So, I mean,
they're not talking about diversity
classes,
like
the diversity in the classes.
That's
I know
not what
they
they mean.
Showed the Valoon, but I wonder if they will further. So we're talking about classes here, or are we talking about character races?
I think they're talking about character races, but there's some language barrier happening here.
I see.
Yeah.
So one of the cool things about Ashes of Creation is we have 9 separate character races, each of which have their own defined cultural influences, right?
That's a lot. That's like as much as WoW.
Are seen not just from
the
that is a armor sets and how those armor sets get adapted when you don them as a different race, right? We have essentially sets that exist across all races, and each race that dons those armor sets is going to have their own racial influence on the presentation of those particular sets. So that's something that's unique in how each of the races get diversified. Additionally, our node structures and the way that cities get developed take into account the predominant experience that's gathered from the players around the node. So the more that one particular race contributes to a node's development, it's going to manifest in that particular node's architectural influences.
So it's like a race competition
become manifest within the nodes
or
as well.
If it's hostile, it'd be like a race
war. Another way that we
war.
diversify each race and we present each race's culture in the game is through those architectures, through those props that exist, through the tailoring of the armor sets that the NPCs might wear, to the different factions that exist. Factions will have their own affiliation with different races as well. Each race will also have some different nomenclature when it comes to the lore or comes to locations.
Oh, that's like the same as in WoW,
they're going to
the
have
trolls talk
their own,
like Jamaicans
language
kind
influences as well. The way they kind of speak is something that's going to be distinct between races when you have dialogue.
I think that's a big thing in WoW too. I think that's cool.
So all of those things really go into kind of setting an immersive world where the cultures have their own identity.
Yeah, and I think that the main thing is that they're saying like the classes are so diverse that there's so many different ones that they're wondering if the races were going to be that as diverse as the classes. So that's what they meant by that. But
it's going to be hard to balance
for being
that.
A subscriber on our YouTube channel and for
I think that would be really, really hard to balance.
If you'd like to be spotlighted in the future,
this is smart for them to do. That way, more people will comment. It'll help the algorithm for them.
Yes,
we know you're watching.
This is a good idea.
All right, next up. A reminder that the Secrets of Shade Glen will be swapping over April 6, 2022.
Who the fuck is that? Look at this guy.
So if you'd like
oh my god, that's a
them while they're hot.
That's a beefy boy, ain't it?
We do have
oh
a dev discussion
god.
that just went live. So if you would like to give us some feedback and have a little say in what happens with our development, we would love for you to pop over to our forums and leave us a comment in regards to this. This month's one is when it comes to enemy conning indication systems in-game, what features do you like? If you do like indicators, to what extent or delineation? So this is like you come upon an enemy. How do you know what level it is? If you are going to be able to take it, or if you need to get a group together, that kind of thing. So definitely toss us your feedback. It's a heavy one. Some people love a lot of indicators. Some people don't. So we definitely like to hear your opinion on that.
I think they should, if they're elite, they should be visually elite.
Creator program application still up. We will let you know when the application process
I need to join that. I never joined one of these.
To invite folks, but right now we're just in the application phase. We are getting, closer to that point where we're going to be closing it up and replying to people. So
I gotta get that started.
If you are
join up, I'll do it soon.
Like to be part of our program.
I've been lazy. That's why.
A very different program from the others that you've seen, probably.
Yeah.
And with that, that is our reminders. So I'm going to toss it over to Steven to talk about our studio.
Here we go.
I know how anxious everyone is to get into the video that we have for the character creator, so I'm going to make our update quick on the studio front.
All right, that's what I'm ready for,
hiring is going very well this year. We're in the end of March. Since the start of the new year, we've hired just about 20 new heads at the studio. So very excited to have, the great talent that we're attracting to this project. We have a lot more seats to fill. But
they're hiring a lot of people,
HR
I think.
team, John, Stacy, and Cameron are doing great jobs, and Midori are doing great jobs in hiring incredible talent for the studio. And you're going to be able to see their work soon in our
I'm excited to see what some of the art is. I think the art style is really important.
I know that people want a tour. When we're ready, we will. We still have some
Look at how many
beautification
plants
stuff
she
happening.
has.
Our office is still pretty corporate office
That's
looking.
a whole lot.
But we do have some art coming in, as well as some cool plants and things. So I think that we're getting there.
Cool plants.
Cool plants, man,
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think with that, let's get to the thing that everybody wants.
Oh, shit. Okay,
so
we're going to get right into it. Oh, my God. All right. Let's see it.
So as I said in the beginning,
here we go.
There's still a lot of outstanding feature work that's necessary. The character creator is a little bit unique for Ashes of Creation because a lot of times your experience with a character creator is minimal in MMOs because you're there on launch day. You want to get through making a character. You don't want to spend too much time on it, right? So you jump straight into the game.
They don't do intros like I do. Yeah, exactly.
People will be having access to the character creator before launch day, so they'll be able to create their character, spend time on it, save that character, and then
that's what classic WoW did. It was a great decision
immediately when launch day comes.
Yeah,
that is going to be something
really
that
good
I
decision.
think is very helpful.
Yes, yes.
Additionally, we're going to be running some contests. I know that Margaret's excited about some character creator contests and some prizes that we're going to hand out. As
people don't feel like they have to make it really fast to get in.
That's going to be later down the line when we're ready. We're not
absolutely. We're
not quite there yet. Still some work to do.
But what you're going to see in this video is our own custom created character creator. Okay. And this was a feat of great engineering work along with our incredible artists. And we're going to talk a little bit about that in this presentation. But I want you to keep in mind, this is the Alpha 2 character creator. And
it's not going to be the best.
Of this character creator, which we talk a little bit about, is it has application not just for your character, but also for any NPCs you may hire that exist on your freehold that you might want to create custom NPCs. It's a great tool for our design team to create characters within the game itself.
That's important.
And this technology is also applicable to our animal husbandry system and how we're going to manipulate creatures as well. So keep that in mind. But otherwise, I think we're ready.
All right. We'll see you on the flip side.
Okay, here we go, guys. Let's do it. So this is going to be an Unreal 5. All right, guys, let's go. This looks a lot better. Goddamn. All right, let's do it. First look, Alpha 2 character creator. Is this volume good? Wow. That looks good. Holy shit.
Welcome everyone to our first look at the Ashes of Creation character customization.
Yeah, the first one looked really cool.
Character customization creator.
Yeah.
Look how cool he looks.
I know, we get to see the Vec. Look at him in the model form. Super excited.
That looks cool. Well, he looks like a blood troll.
We're happy that you're joining us and taking a look at this first look at our character creator. We have an awesome crew with us actually here today. Some representation from the character team with our lead character artist.
Looks like you know what does it. Shut up,
buddy.
I'm doing great. Good to see the Vec in there.
I know. It's your creations are coming to life. Your team's creations are coming to life. It's so cool to see. And then we also have some of the brains behind creating all the cool customization options that we have available to us in this creator. Two of our engineers, Mr. Clayton Stamper and Mr. Zachary Milat. How you doing, buddy?
Hello. Hey, Clayton
got a
here.
good mic.
Very excited to have you guys. And then, of course, this wouldn't be a stream without our amazing and glorious community marketing lead, Miss Margaret Krohn.
Not Mrs. yet.
I know,
soon.
not yet. Soon.
Oh, wow.
Excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Yeah, and I know, of course, for those of you who are tuning in on the stream and who are seeing this for the first time on the stream, we just cut to this video. But for those of you who are tuning in on YouTube,
YouTube,
as you're watching these customization options, please feel free to leave comments. Let us know your thoughts. Join in on our
I'm curious to see what this could be.
On Twitter, on all the places, so that we can get your guys' feedback, because that's why we showcase this stuff in development, is to get everyone's feedback. So I'm excited to take a look at this character creator with our glorious community. This guy is looking pretty cool. I'm loving the model, and it really stayed true to the concept.
I feel like that's about what I would expect.
I mean, Manny's
with
such
like a race
great
like
artist,
this. It's
and
cool.
I think that's why we picked him up, is because he had such a strong sense of like overall silhouette and style.
Oh my God.
And so you can see his work right here, and then a little more realistic direction for textures, and
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I think he's looking pretty good
That-
to what
yeah.
you envisioned. I hope anyway.
Oh yeah.
Jesus,
no,
can you
he's
customize
looking
that?
Great. I mean, this is one of my favorite races actually in our with our different cultures, right? Because
Okay.
it's so different than what I'm accustomed to seeing from a character race standpoint. Like most player character
Yeah, these guys
races
look
don't
kind of
look like
evil,
these
you know?
guys. And this isn't even
like
in
you
their
expect them
actual
to be the
like,
bad guys.
animated stance that they're intending to have, that more crouched look,
Uh-huh.
right? That hasn't been implemented yet, but just the model itself is really cool.
Yeah, it's just them sharing right now, kind of with the Kalar, and same from a technical standpoint. They share sort of the same
This
geometry.
guy's as skinny as I am.
UVs, so we're trying to make things pretty efficient and intelligently as we go along.
I like the tusks. The tusks were such a great touch.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
wonder
they're
how much you
great,
can
and again,
customize
Manny's
those.
concepts are awesome. He does stick right to them. Once we get something approved, he nails it.
Have you guys ever
And
played?
there's
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go
Mark.
ahead. I was gonna say the community definitely has opinions on the tusks, and being able to customize them.
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
some people have asked about removing them completely.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Right, or drilling them
I
down,
like the
significantly
facial
to the
structure,
point
like the
where
bone
they're
structure, the
barely
caved-in
noticeable,
cheeks.
right?
That's
Of course,
Some
there's gonna
people
be
want them
parameters.
massive.
Yes,
You know.
exactly. Okay, so one of the cool things about this demonstration today, again, want to preface, this is a first pass on our actual character creator. Clayton
it's gonna be
and Zach have
rudimentary
done
as
an incredible amount of work, along with a lot of other people who have participated in making our character creator. But from a functionality standpoint, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at all the different customization options that are presently available. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the customization options that have yet to be implemented, but are still on our course, on our feature roadmap, right? And to do that, we're actually going to.
And I'd also like to
Oh, yeah, go
preface
ahead.
that the UI is not final. This
No,
is
yeah.
still very, very early. So keep
Yes.
that in mind as well.
All
Yeah.
the prefaces, all the prefaces,
It's
all
not-
the
yeah,
work in
of course
progress
it's gonna
prefaces. You
change a whole
guys, our
lot.
core audience who have been following development of Ashes of Creation, you know this.
Absolutely.
You see our monthly updates as
Looks
we
like
show
an
you,
island boy.
ongoing
God.
progress. But that's really part of the fun, right?
I
You're
wonder if
seeing
you can make one of
an
them.
a massive
Whenever the game gets
MMORPG
finished, with,
being
like, the
made
hair?
in real time with regular updates on the
Oh
monthly.
my God, that would be
showing
fucking
you guys
funny.
our movement from where we were.
I
to
mean, in
where
a
we're
weird
going,
way, if they were
and
bald.
every step in between, and that's part of the fun. But in order
mean-
to show off some of these customization options, the VEC aren't quite there yet with being able to be customized yet in the character creator. We can randomize it, but actually,
Withered
let's
Gem?
go over
Yeah, it
to
is.
the Kalar.
Okay. Oh, that's
I
cool.
love that effect.
Yeah.
Jim did such a great job with those effects. So when you switch over, obviously you see the kind of you burn away. That's part of the lore in Ashes. It also is something that you see in Death. If you played the game, you kind of have seen as your character dies, you turn into these pile of ash. But this guy's looking pretty cool. What is he? He's like almost looks
He's
like
like a Viking.
yeah, like a Viking cleric or something. Oh, I love the detail on his face.
Yeah, it's been
Scars
cool.
look cool.
It's been really fun to make these guys, and yeah, I mean, you can start to see kind of some of the imperfections that you're able to add and everything else. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll let you keep getting into it, but
It
yeah,
looks
it's
really
looking
good.
working.
Yeah, Clayton,
It does.
I know,
It looks
and
great.
Zach,
What do you-
I know you guys have put a lot of work into
What do you guys
showcasing
think?
some of the scarring here and being able to like manipulate that.
yeah, I think
scarring.
this looks
You wanna Talk
good.
a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I tend to focus on the art side of it. I work with the artists pretty closely, and I do some shader programming. So I did a lot of the behind the scenes
Yeah.
that's driving the appearance of the scars.
I like the mustache too.
And Chris Atkins did a really good job getting us the assets that bring it all to life.
The loincloth.
He's skinny.
The loincloth.
Yes.
We used to have like a
Okay,
little.
they've got some presets.
Yeah, we had a
here.
little underwear thing going on. And
Oh,
we were
yeah.
like, get us some loincloth.
Chris, where's maybe this should be better for for Chris. Where's the
It looks
physics
good.
on this? I would
I
like when
think the
pull
face
it,
looks
the
good.
loincloth flares up. You know?
Yeah, straight up. I actually think it looks really good.
it. I'm not sure if
I'm
it's
happy.
enabled right now, but it does.
Especially
it will
for
flap,
first
I
pass,
promise.
you know.
Even wants accidental flashing
Yeah,
of people.
Wait,
Great.
I need to check something. Is for that particular
Body's kinda weird in shape.
loincloth?
Yeah, well, they
is
probably made it to look
there
like me.
Customization
So it works.
options. Let me see.
Face presets.
So we have
So,
Where
Oh
would
my
that
God.
be?
Having-
Oh, What is
He looks
this?
like that guy that I saw from fucking
What
God
is
of
this?
War.
Is it-
You
okay.
wanted full customization.
That's been a question
that
that
guy,
the community
yeah.
has asked for some time, actually, whether or not we're going to have certain sliders. I guess this is a little showcase of what's to come in the future with being able to manipulate aspects of the character, including
Yes!
chest crotch. I don't know about the name crotch.
That could be
you gotta
Grat
make it
selection.
realistic, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Looks
Grat
great.
and Kobe and Tim worked on the UI
Yeah.
side of this for our character creator. And
Oh
that
my
was-
God.
that
Always
definitely
go big
sounds to
dick.
me
Yeah,
like a
boys,
Grat
let's go.
selection in the wording there. But yeah, no,
I like that he went nice and casual with the booty though. He was like bottom.
bottom. Yeah,
Bottom.
that's a fair. I'm okay with that one. I just don't know about the crotch one.
I really do.
but
I
I'm
think the
just-
guy
I think
looks
it's funny
really
that he went
good,
crotch,
man.
but then for butt, he went.
The guy
bottom,
actually looks really
bottom.
good. Holy shit.
So now some of these options. So we're talking like body type. In here, we can adjust height and weight.
Okay, let's see. What happens if you
Make
move
them
this?
a little bit,
Ooh.
thicker looking.
Ooh,
right?
big boy. Ooh, big.
And of course,
Ooh,
there's
big.
going to be
Ooh,
sizes
ooh.
here that we're going to kind of adhere to based on the race, right?
Oh, big boy.
Obviously, we incorporate some limitations on that, right?
I mean, his chest
Yeah,
hair,
we're
dude, I would-
definitely going to be doing that. I think Clayton can speak more to
Okay.
that.
This looks cool so far.
Oops, Clayton, did we lose you there?
We lost him.
Oh
Also-
no!
Well, you know, it would if the hair, if the
weight
beard
entitlement
was
system
different.
for how those inputs affect the
Like a
bones
different
is actually
color.
something that Zach worked on more.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a bone by bone basis.
What does the dick
on
slider
a per
do?
race and per gender basis. So
So now, people who
every
don't know what
combination-
I'm curious
bone
too.
is, Zach, can you tell them a little bit about what a bone is?
each
Yeah, I'm curious.
haven't-
I'm curious
each
too.
mesh
Plus, you have one.
is,
So bones, it's pretty much you can visualize it just like you would visualize a bone in a skeleton, but really what it is it's just a transform in space that describes how each vertex should be transformed if that bone is also transformed. So whenever the bone in the arm moves, all the vertices that are skinned or weighted to that bone will move the same way that that bone does in a proportion to the weight with that bone and that vertex.
Ah.
So if you
Oh.
scale it up, it makes all of the
Oh my-
vertices around it scale up. And one thing that Chris does
Oh
very
my
frequently
God.
is he'll go in and like
Oh,
touch up the skin
wow.
weight so that the vertices scale kind of how we want them to. Because like originally we had kind of like a blockier look with the weight, but he went in and like
Holy
really tweaked
shit.
that and got something that looks pretty good for the larger weights too.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, and I
That is
think it's a
insane.
combination of that and what you and Zach are doing under the hood because you guys are kind of averaging in between all these bones too to make smooth transitions, which really makes my job easier as well.
I'm just gonna play around while kind of you guys talk about all this fun
This
stuff.
is
yeah, and it's
so
also
cool. Like, yeah, I
super
wanna see
awesome
these
that we
sliders,
get
man.
To do all these manipulations and get a really wide variation of body types and faces
Okay, what about
and
the hair?
characters
Let's see the
just
hair.
from like one standard mesh, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of times some character
Wow,
creators
totally
they just
different.
swap it out in different meshes, you know. But we're really like manipulating and molding and sculpting
Oh, there you go.
a single
And I-
mesh that can achieve
Oh, that-
like, a
yeah,
really
there you go.
wide array of results.
And he was showing some
Oh,
of the
wa-
wrinkles
oh, wow.
and the textures on the face. I know you guys are really
Oh my
excited
God.
about like the detail system. I don't know if you want to talk a little
Oh
bit
my
more
God.
about that.
I'm pretty excited about the detail system.
Oh my God.
Right now we're just using it for wrinkles, but that's a system for
That's
pretty much
so
blending any
fucking
texture
cool.
detail holistically over the entire body of a character.
Holy
So whether
shit.
that's like scales on the Renkai or doing like you saw the Vec has like scaration over their body. You could blend in
Wow.
like different scaration patterns, and we could even use it for like body hair sliders for the dwarves and
Hair's
yeah,
pretty-
all
yeah,
sorts
like,
of things for something
I
as
feel like
crazy as
this
the
is going to be
Tolma
like
You mean
a
like
3-hour
armpit
stream
hair?
of me
No,
doing
Yeah, I
this.
keep forgetting about that body hair.
How do you feel, Catkins, about making holes for armpit hair in all the armor? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's going to be quite the authoring. Hey, I guess we have to figure out horns anyway, so why not, right?
True,
Okay,
fair,
let's
fair.
see the other hair options.
Yeah,
So
and I
that's-
love the hair
this is-
customization you're
They've
on
only
right now.
got 3 for
Oh,
now.
I do too. I love
I like that
Especially
you can
with
change
the
the
length.
length.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I like
I
that
really
a
haven't
lot.
seen that actually.
That is fucking
much in
cool.
many character creators.
Holy shit. Yeah,
It'd
I
be
never
cool
see
that
that.
over time when you're in game you have to get a haircut because your hair grows out.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Especially with like all the
yes.
combinations of your cheeks,
been
like,
so-
hair,
I
your
know,
chin hair, and
yeah.
your lip hair.
I
You
like
really
the
mix and
different.
match.
Yeah, the different options that you can kind of touch on, right? Look at the variance in just the lip length. Like that is pretty cool, because in a lot of other character creators that many of us probably have experience with, right? These are presets that you choose. You don't really get to manipulate the preset itself. Like I would choose this super long length, mustache
or the short one,
or the short one, and I wouldn't have the variance in between that I could customize.
That's so cool. I love that, man. I think that is so badass.
This is an impressive feat of engineering by the team. I mean, they've really done some awesome stuff.
So you can make the hair kind of gray too?
Extra parts of the character pipeline
that
we didn't quite have nailed down yet, and these guys have really flushed everything out, and it's really cool to see. I mean, I think we all get mesmerized by this thing every time we play with it.
And we've been talking about.
And I think that it's gonna and this is like just the first pass on it too.
Question that comes up too, but right now we don't.
Bro, I'm gonna spend a whole stream doing this.
Yeah.
There's still so much more left to do.
There's a lot.
Because having one blind-looking eye would be sick.
Absolutely, or different colors, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, in tandem with the scars, you can put a scar over that eye and then sort of make it milky.
That is so cool.
I also like that you can adjust the fingernail colors.
What?
Well.
I want to rotate them.
No way.
Did I? Yeah. Let me see here.
Nail colors? Oh my god.
Yeah, because you're transparent. Yeah.
Oh great, now he looks like
I was telling Steven, I want to be able to put like the tattoos on my nails to make nail art.
Oh my god.
Yes. So if you zoom out, you'll see his toenails too.
Bro, yeah, there it is,
so
man.
Cool. That is so cool.
Unnecessary stuff? Absolutely necessary. 100% necessary.
Now you
this
put
is
in
more
like
necessary than
hat.
content in the game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He looks like a musketeer.
Yeah, very piratey.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Let me go to.
This guy makes me want to play. Looking at him makes me want to play.
Oh, there we go.
This one's one of my favorites too, because I love the hairstyle. It's cool.
Wow,
yeah,
Jincy did really good on that.
Yeah, the hairstyles are awesome. Jincy, as everyone knows, is a favorite, I think, of the community. But yeah, she's been leading a ton of the charge on
Nick.
the
Doesn't look
hair,
like Nick,
eye
dude.
customization stuff while I've been dealing with more.
What? Just because the guy was a bit overweight?
Now let's talk about these. So this is in the appearance section, right? This is mainly like
so
adjusting.
Cool. Holy shit.
Attachments to the character, but when we talk about the model itself, and we move into things
that's a good looking dude, man.
Sculpt sections of the face.
This is such a cool, yeah.
Oh, bro,
these are
go
areas
lower?
that you can actually touch up on. So when I grab this and I pull it in a direction, right, it starts customizing different segments.
Oh
of the
my
body.
god!
Zach, you worked on this.
They have a thigh slider.
Yeah, Clayton and I tag
for the
teamed on this
true
one.
gentleman.
We really wanted to give players that feeling that they were grabbing and pulling and sculpting their own character. Especially with like more minute details. I mean, it would have been easy to give players
give him a big neck too.
100 sliders,
collarbones.
But
oh my,
it feels better to have a much more tactile response than like
show the women
dragging, and pulling all these like.
To be honest, I don't care about the women. I don't care. Wait,
I appreciate that. I can have.
I don't care about
the flat
I want
Filipino nose.
Oh my.
Yeah, I mean, again, the engineers.
Not every
I
game
want to see the dudes,
it,
man.
So.
Yeah,
we don't need to see the girls.
I remember Zach mentioned how much variation we achieve through the customization features.
Look at
a lot of that is achieved through what Steven is playing with right now with these dots that are appearing. And the reason why those are dots instead of the little plates that you see highlighted on the character is because these are actually changing the shape of the character's features altogether.
It's a more micro level adjustment tool.
Yeah. Plates are used for moving things around, and it sort of maps exactly to your input, and that's why that pick map or the plates feel so nice.
I like the
then
textures.
You can click on those dots and drag those around and actually change the shape of a feature altogether.
It's Unreal 5, so it's going to look a little bit better.
You can go from
some intense eyebrow
cheeks.
This is incredible. I love it.
Make them bigger, smaller, change the location, and then you can go in and refine the actual shape of it using those dots.
Give them big. Oh.
Yeah, this is phenomenal. Sorry, Chris, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying they've really spent a lot of time, I think.
Can you change their nipple size?
We've all been playing with it till it felt kind of intuitive.
Yeah, only on the male characters though. Okay. Only on male orcs. Can you change their nipple size?
Over just even the last 3 weeks has been unbelievable.
Wow.
you know, I'm excited to see the backlog of features that are going to be incorporated as, you know, we move forward with the character creator beyond Alpha 2. But if you guys, you know, are, like I said, our core audience that kind of watches our development just from Alpha 1 to Alpha 2, this is an entirely different thing, right? Alpha 1 was something where, you know, we had a number of preset options that were very limited. There was little to no manipulation that was possible at all. And this is a fully fledged
you had like 5 different options. That was about it.
Nonetheless,
profile shareable
still
and downloadable
is something I don't see every day in games that I play, or in MMOs particularly, right?
Yeah, I saw something about like Kanye
really
West
cool
in the
one of the other things that's interesting
one.
about this, and you know, a lot of people sometimes beg the question. You know, you only spend so much time in a character creator, right? Like that's your initial experience. A lot of people, when they're trying to get into the game and level up as quickly as possible from a competitive standpoint, like they don't spend a lot of time in the character creator. But the cool thing about this character creator is that it's not just intended for your character, right? It has application with NPCs that you might hire, that our design team might leverage this tech in order to create, marquee characters.
Theoretically, have an NPC
it also has
team
some application outside
of only
just,
big titty girls,
humanoids, right? Zach or Clayton, you guys want to talk about that?
Hypothetically, I'm just like it's a hypothetical.
So we're going to use similar tech for implementing things like animal husbandry, or even just for creating creatures. I have some tasks slated for myself to implement something similar to what I did for characters, but for creatures. And tooling is a big focus for us, and making sure that designers have everything that they need to build the game with a lot of variation in the content.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time just working out the tech for this, so it'd be nice to use this tech in other areas of the game when applicable, whether that's the husbandry system or any more customization points we give players in the future.
I would also like to add that we are not sacrificing a lot of runtime computational efficiency for this. We are making sure that optimization is always at the forefront of these decisions. I was doing a lot of the optimizations that we shared a while back with the simulated siege with 1,000 characters, and with just the early rendering test 1,000 characters, and this is using a lot of and a lot of these features are implemented with the same tech for merging the mesh and merging the materials and batching that data for the GPU so that it can just crunch it all out at once.
So the first
you rotate them around
couple weeks was just spent making sure that this is viable for an MMO. Because you really don't see this type of large scale and this detail of characters.
No, not really.
With this level of customization in any game, regardless of a large scale MMO. So we had to do a large amount of due diligence and tech to make sure that it can actually work.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I think that if you look at how the facial hair, we broke that into slots. Like that's an obvious example where we're achieving a lot of variation by breaking those into components
it goes under his bone.
Individually and build your own combinations, where it's not possible for a lot of other games because we're combining those meshes and combining those materials with our Udemy slot pooling solution.
And to Steven's point earlier, when we had our sort of very limited character creator, in our previous versions, this really is, you're able to do sort of what my job is, which was I was just making variants of characters to sort of put in,
Yeah, put them in a game.
And now the players can do it. It's just really cool to see.
Wow. For the tattoos, you should show that you can change the color too of them.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think you were showing the tattoos, which is cool, but
tiny UX features, which is just being able to click on a tattoo and drag it anywhere on the body.
What the fuck?
It's such like a good feeling experience that a lot of character creators, you click it and it's just there, and then you're changing it on a slider in the UI.
Wow.
Being able to like manipulate it on the character just feels really good.
Oh my god, that is so cool, man.
I agree. This does feel good.
That is so fucking badass.
Yeah, it's the benefit of having so many gamers as developers, right? You guys know what feels good and what you'd like to see, and then you just get to actually implement
that looks really cool.
And another one of our core tenets is reusability.
Holy shit, that actually is badass.
And you can see that we have scars and tattoos available in this decal system. A lot of those are using the same technology to drive it. And a lot of the details that you'll be able to place on the character, we're reusing the technical features that we've solved implement more features.
Dude,
for you.
I can't wait to see the shit that people come up with.
Yeah, most of the hard work is done in regards to tech.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to find like a nice little place.
Wait, so could you hypothetically turn it around and put tattoos on his ass?
Scorpion teardrop. That's what I'm talking about.
So could you give like a guy or a girl a tramp stamp?
Oh
my god!
All right, let's talk about
so
a little
funny.
bit. Let me see.
Oh
here.
my god!
Play with the scars.
Oh, the scars.
No.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
play with the scars.
Okay, let's look at that.
He was messing around with it earlier.
Look at
when you guys
this.
were nerding out.
Oh yeah,
Oh
talk
my
to me a little bit about
God.
the scars, Clayton, because I know you did a lot of work on that front.
Look
with
at that.
Chris.
Yeah. So it's
Holy
using mostly the same system as the tattoos, but it's using a little bit more texture detail.
Holy shit!
And yeah, it still uses the same direct manipulation and the scaling and rotation. Whenever you select it, it highlights it for
I
you so
got
you know which
fucked up,
one you're
yeah, true.
manipulating. But basically, it's just adding some bump detail
I
and
wonder if
some
it put it on his
like
collarbone.
roughness and metallic, and it has all this information that
shit.
Chris worked really hard on.
It's so
to,
small, but like yeah.
show three-dimensional information on the character, and you
Yes,
can
well
sort of
enough.
just place that wherever.
Or SQC, yeah, kind
It's
of.
always a fun process too, working with Clayton and Zach,
What
because
the
they're great
fuck?
at giving feedback, and they're great at
That is
explaining
so
exactly
cool.
what they need. They're like, hey, could you just make a couple adjustments to this map or this input, and then we end up getting pretty much where I think everyone wants us to be with these, especially when it came to
Wow.
I think you reworking a lot of the color, Clayton, and getting that into them.
Holy shit.
Yeah, basically, there's like a
Turn it into
flat
a
color,
Chad,
which is basically
man.
just a multiplication of the base skin's color. So we really
Look
tried
at
to make sure
that.
that the scars look and tattoos look good on every skin color. That was a focus
This
for
guy's
us.
like a quarterback
and
for, you know, a
so it takes
football
a base
team.
color and like multiplies it, but then you also have
Yeah.
this coloration value that you can add to make it look a little bit more fresh or a little bit,
Wow.
more aggressive.
Yeah, I love the.
Look
kind
at the
of wrinkle
wrinkles.
setting,
Oh
too.
shit.
Really aging these characters.
Yeah, and I will be adding
Dude, I'm gonna make
a
my
lot
character
more
look so fucking
muscular
badass.
detail as well, so we will be able to control that so that you can kind of make your guy more
I want
ripped.
my
Actual gamer body,
my
true.
one pack, Chris.
Yeah, no, we can do it. We can get to the one pack also.
Jesus.
That's awesome.
Oh,
The
yeah,
keg.
the colors are so like.
Your
I
fantasy,
feel like the
Maggie.
colors are so
Of
realistic.
course, you know.
Oh, that's
I'm,
pretty
you know, dwarf action. Need to look like
I feel like the hair,
drink all
especially
the
the beard, is like.
So
it
have you shown
seems a
off
little
the hair
bit.
color controls yet?
I have.
What's the
not yet.
word for it? Artificial.
Yeah, a little bit. Sorry.
Like the
I'm just
hair,
getting
I think looks really
tranced by
good,
all
but
the
like the
options
beard,
and
like the way it
playing
connects to
things,
the
trying to
face
get
is a little bit artificial.
just see the versatility. All right, let's go to the hair color options. Where are we
Holy
going here?
shit.
Head.
Yes.
And hair.
I love it. I worked pretty hard on that one with
Okay,
Jinsey
let's see
and,
this.
So with you and the rest of the team giving me a
Wow.
lot of helpful feedback.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can pick 2 different colors, and then it'll pretty
Is that a
much
costume beard?
every hair
Yeah,
color
it'll
uses
take a
the
while
accent
for
and the
that
fill
to get
differently,
better.
but usually the fill is the root color and the accent
Yeah,
is the
this
tip
is
color.
Abraham
And you can
Lincoln.
adjust the gradient, both the softness of the gradient and the offset of the gradient, to really blend those colors however you want across the entire hairstyle.
Yeah, and Jinsey has a very scrutinizing eye, so I know it's not easy, Clayton. She kept coming back with like, it needs more sheen here. But
That
yeah,
is
she's
fucking
great
cool.
to have leading this up too for all this.
That
feedback.
is fucking badass. Holy shit.
This is now on the top, though. Let me go to the beard.
Wow, frosted tips, yeah.
Play with the beard one. So
Copy
accent
BDO much?
fill.
I wish more
I'm
games
gonna throw a little
did.
bit of white in there.
BDO is the gold
that's a lot of
standard.
white.
Bit of salt and pepper.
Little salt and pepper.
Osama bin Laden.
With that gradient too.
I like the highlighting though. It looks cool.
Yeah, and we can control that through sort of
Osama
different
bin
UV
Laden. Oh my
manipulation
God.
and get that salt and peppery mix in there.
Let me
I had to, guys. I'm sorry. I had to do it to him.
the
Am I wrong?
Hair and just do the beard. And so I'm playing with this
That is so
gradient to
cool.
kind of determine the strength of that highlight, right?
Yeah, so the contrast is sort of the strength of the differentiation between
3
those
more
two
years
colors,
we get to play.
and the gradient will
I mean,
shift it along
They've
the hair.
like
I mean, I could
there's
spend
been
all
so
day.
much progress, and it just happened like last year.
Here's
Like the
I feel like
first
that's how
one came
most
out. I
people
don't think it
feel.
might take that long.
And the beauty of it is that
They made
you
a
can
lot of
save
fucking
your
progress.
character, and we already have some of those features available, and load them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And in the future, we want people to be able to share those characters
Oh,
amongst each other.
this is what people were asking. So yeah, you will be able to do
sure.
that.
And not only that, but you can save them for, like we were talking about earlier, like future NPCs that you
Yeah,
might
that's
hire
what
on your freehold.
That's what
and have
Elden
those
Ring has.
NPCs look a certain way.
You can like save copies and
I think
presets.
that'd be
Same like Dark Souls 3, I think.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
2024
Very
is
cool.
realistic.
I was even talking with the designers
Yeah,
about
probably
integrating the
somewhere around
character
there.
creator into the quest designer tool so that they can just create NPCs with the click of a few buttons and have that already assigned to the quest and
People
data.
gonna NFT their characters.
All right, I want to show off a sculpt tool. Can we use like
Okay.
is there a preset that we have available?
A sculpting
Oh wait, we
tool.
did the
For
sculpt.
body?
I want to show the blend. Yeah, okay. So
Okay,
we're
let's see
body.
this.
Let's see.
And
what's
there,
it?
yeah.
We did this guy a little
Mhm.
bit. This guy looks pretty cool.
Looks like Zaryu.
Um,
Is that guy? This guy?
yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh my
Who's
god!
Wait a minute, I know that guy.
Oh my god! I forgot about this guy. We were playing with the functionality and
Oh my
how
God.
how we could get how granular we can get in the customization options to create, you know,
Yeah?
different personalities out there.
You know that's gonna like backfire on you, Steven. There's gonna be a ton of you and a ton of people making you in game.
No.
It looks good.
This
It
actually
does. It
looks
looks
great.
good.
I hope, hopefully, excuse me. Hopefully, Asmon likes this little rendition.
Oh my god.
It looks cool.
It
It's
does look cool. And the
kind of creepy
flexibility.
how realistic it is too.
That's
All
scary.
right, let's talk about blending.
Oh my
So explain to me a
God.
little bit about
Make your own-
the
yeah.
blending mechanic.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so blending is a little bit more. It's not so in depth,
Holy
especially
shit,
for those
look
players
at
that
that.
don't want to spend, time adjusting each angle of like the
Yeah.
ear tip. This is more of a large-scale macro tool that
Oh,
you can
wait,
select
what
a
the
couple,
hell?
presets, and then you can get certain features from one preset or different
What the
features from another preset.
Okay.
So you place down your
That
your
is a good
presets,
example,
and then
though,
you can
for
click and
sure.
drag and morph
Oh my-
between those different presets.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Look at that. That's pretty
Holy
cool.
fucking shit.
Yeah, I'm impressed with how many options and
Jesus.
ways you've given the player to mess with this character.
That's nuts.
Oh, that is
This would be cool for
awesome.
like
Oh,
a
that's
family.
whenever I'm reacting
so
to a
when
video.
You're creating NPCs and you want them all to be similar.
Yeah,
like
it's
you
the
can Make a
same.
mom and dad, and then it'd be interesting.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so you're taking features from each preset and you're making something completely new out of it.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's looking great.
So weird.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's freaking awesome.
Look at his face. So
love
you can
this.
compare, you can combine the presets.
So you can add as many as you want and kind of
Look
pick
at his
between them,
face.
huh?
Not as many as you want. I think there's a max at some point
Oh yeah.
for UI purposes.
Wow.
This is
Too far apart, Steven.
no.
Oh my god.
That's so cool. It
Oh,
does
wait.
give me the yeah. It gives me
I-
hope for the system I will not
Oh
name.
my god. I don't even know what to say.
Plenty of hope. I'm the only one
I
that's
do not even know what to
terrified
say.
of
One that
Wow.
Catkins is having
That
like
looks
nightmares
really, really
about.
good. Holy shit.
No. We love our
Talk about
animal
animal husbandry.
husbandry system.
that. Oh,
I'm excited
how
for that
dare
one.
you. How dare you guys.
Wow. Oh my god.
There you
Who's
go.
that? What is this?
Looking
Yeah.
good.
It's like they asked me, they're like, oh, can we use you for a character
mean,
creator thing? I'm like, yeah,
It's
sure.
looking.
I had no fucking idea they were
Yeah,
going to do
that's
this.
the right
Oh
word.
my god.
It's looking like something.
That is
I guess it's nice that you
insane.
can make a guy like haggard for certain days of the week.
What the fuck? Oh, that's me after I
what?
got done with a
This is
10-hour
Mondays.
stream.
Exactly.
Customize
They
your
face
character
scan you?
differently
No,
every
they-
Yeah,
place.
for each day, like Monday.
That's insane.
He looks like he's judging you.
Wow.
No, I know what we
Yeah,
can
he
do
does.
here.
Okay, what can we do?
Oh my god.
I'm scared.
Oh,
It's
yes.
Tyrion.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Holy
Don't
shit.
get us in trouble.
It really
No,
is
no,
a
no.
fantasy game, huh?
Trouble.
Oh my
I get where you're
god.
going with
Zach said this is a fantasy game.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. Hold on, let me go back to the beginning. And let's see
Wow.
what it could have been. Hold on. Let me see.
What could have been?
What
Okay.
it could have been. What do you mean?
You know, just
Steven.
what? Hold on. Let me bring this all in tune. We gotta get the hair into. There we go. All right, let's take a look at our options. Now the length. Oh wow!
Oh
look at that.
no!
I like the length.
Oh
That's
no!
not too bad. That's not too bad.
That actually.
Oh, okay. That's a lot of hair.
I mean,
Really heavy on the hair front.
that's
This is
pretty.
interesting.
This actually looks
This
like
is
a friend of
a
mine.
bro version.
Holy shit!
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
That's,
Oh, I kind of like
I
that.
kind of like
actually.
that too.
I think I might
Yeah.
need a new
That's pretty
hairstylist. Like that's badass. Look at that.
Now let me go ahead.
Wow, I look
and
cool.
Go back to the blend. Oh no, actually.
I'm
the
an, now
sculpt.
I'm an island boy.
And let me adjust the eyes.
Holy shit!
No.
What the fuck?
Okay, that's better. Get that. Yeah, that's pretty good. No.
Yeah, were we talking about Clayton? No negative results?
Yeah, that's right.
We're talking about.
So yeah, that is
the
one of our
fuck?
core
This is-
tenets.
This is
This is one of our
unbelievable.
core tenets
What
that we want to make sure that the user is always getting positive results with
Wow.
whatever they're customizing. Of course, you can go crazy with it and try to make it look as goofy as possible.
That
but,
is insane.
definitely no monster factories.
No monster factories. I mean, you could do some
Yeah,
monster
not like-
factories like
Bro,
the
like
tattoo,
the characters
scarring
people make in
line on
Elden
the
Ring.
eye. Yeah, we could
they,
just
they
grab
look
the
like
scarring
they make the
and
Bog
put
twins
that
look normal.
over the eye. Oh, here we go.
Like it makes them look like oh, this is
Manipulate
a
this
normal looking
now.
guy, right?
Wait for it.
Holy
I think I
shit!
can make it super crazy large and like
What
pull
is
it
this?
down. Ooh, now that looks kind of creepy.
That's fucking badass.
That doesn't look
He
too
got
bad.
slashed by like an axe or something.
Might have
Oh
lost that
wow!
fight.
I know. I
And look how it interfaces with like
now
the
we can
bones
adjust in
underneath.
the eyes. Hold on. Let me go back to the eyes and put this like weird
Like
film
white
over it and
eyes?
Make it maybe a little bit
Oh,
white.
Holy
sick.
shit!
Yeah, like a mage hit him with a fireball in the face or something.
Yes, and then wait.
Holy
Oracle
shit! That's so
vibes.
we
cool.
can take
I
the
like it.
pigmentation here.
Oh
make
my
it a
God.
little bit, little.
What the fuck, dude?
let's see.
That's so cool.
Now he's starting to look a little creepy, right?
Wow.
Not too bad.
Necromancer,
scary.
yeah. Oh, look at
I
the
like
side
that.
of his face.
That's
I
pretty
wouldn't
cool.
mess with that guy.
No, he seems.
No.
Give him some more wrinkles.
So now something interesting is that
Jesus.
you know Unreal obviously is a phenomenal engine.
It's a fucking
Epic is
necromancer,
such
yeah.
such a great company with you know the amount of resources that they pour in really to helping you know.
Dude,
out of
I'm
the
so
box,
glad they
there
moved
being
to
options for
fucking
developers
to
use, but
E
at
to Unreal 5.
Intrepid, we really like.
Like, I'm
you know,
so glad.
creating the functionality ourselves. I know that there's some
Holy
some other
shit, bro, like-
character creators out there that people probably
Yeah,
have seen
UE5,
very
yeah,
much
there you
one of
go.
which is what what's it called? Metahuman.
Wow.
Metahuman. Yeah.
Metahuman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that-
And yeah, makes awesome characters, but yeah, we built all of this tech in house.
yeah.
Zach
That's,
and I worked pretty
Yeah,
hard.
Holy
we wanted a
shit.
solution that was tailored for the experience that we wanted to give players, and especially the tech we needed to support it.
yeah, especially for an MMO, right? Because that
Yeah.
those technical requirements, those limitations are very specific to a per project basis.
That
almost.
is so cool.
100%.
Like I
We
really
want to
like
render as many
I
characters
feel
as
like
we want
these
to in large-scale
models
battles.
don't
we have
hit
to.
that uncanny valley as much. Like they
Well, you guys
actually
did a
just look
phenomenal
good.
job, and,
Yeah.
know, what's
Am I the only person that feels that
Even
way?
The people who are not here.
I think it's
in
like the
this
face
call, like,
texturing.
Right,
Like the
that's what I
skin
was about to say,
texturing
like,
is
great
really
job.
good.
This is a wide-ranging effort by not just Clayton, Zach, and,
Oh my
and
god.
Chris, but
They look
with
real,
Jitsi
yeah,
and-
it looks
and Brian
great.
Gans and Tristan and
They did it
Jen
right,
on the
yeah, they
effects
did it.
Side,
Colby.
John Colby with the UI.
Bro, I get
Um,
so excited
Mike
for new
with
games.
the,
Yeah,
now. Like,
Manny.
they have, like, dude, gaming
Manny,
is gonna be like it's gonna be good
you know,
again.
Gotta list them
Like,
all
gaming-
now,
I-
Steven.
I
This
know,
is
I'm
what you've done.
listening.
I'm
so
listing them
badass.
all. I'm listing
I
them all.
love this.
Production, especially Benoit.
Oh my God.
Very important role.
This is
of
so
course,
cool,
through any
man.
development as a production
I love
team,
it.
and Benoit did an awesome job organizing.
Skin texturing is amazing.
um,
Yeah.
Organizing a lot of it.
We were falling apart
Imagine what
without
you
him
can do
for
with
one
the
day.
female characters.
Oh yeah.
So-
Ben-
One day,
That's great.
he's
He's
done.
great for morale too, because we'll be in the meetings and he's like, "I'm sorry, I was mesmerized by the screen."
Also, let's not forget
Holy
Steven.
shit.
Oh,
Of course.
Steven was here with
Direction.
us through this entire process. He was
Thank
guiding the
you.
entire thing, giving us tasks on how to make this better. And also,
He is the
he was-
driving force.
he was crazy enough to hear my pitch on what I wanted to make for the character creator and actually give me the responsibility to make it happen.
Well, you guys have done.
I can't get over how much
job.
that looks like
I hope that
Zarya.
out there in the community, you
like,
guys are seeing the quality.
I'm not crazy, right?
That we're striving
like,
for
holy
in
shit.
Ashes of Creation. You're seeing that continual improvement, the development ongoing on a monthly basis.
Wow.
Right now on our march towards Alpha 2, and
pull up the old character creator and compare. I will after they finish
this. Find the bugs in this character creator. There's going to be additional functionality that we're going to discuss probably back on stream when we get there. That wasn't included as part of this first offering of this work in progress, but is the intent that we have for this particular area of the game that we want to
That's
showcase
so fucking
eventually.
badass, man. That is so cool.
You know, we're really just excited to see this game come to life and to see you guys, you know, react to the hard work that our developers are putting into it, and that's exciting for me, and I know it's exciting for you guys too. Margaret, is there anything else, or guys?
Let's show the randomization, and also maybe the VEC randomization, so we can show maybe some more of those.
Yeah, I want to see the randomization too.
Tusk options and stuff. But yeah, I think that you said a lot of what I would resonate as well. Everyone worked really hard, did an amazing job. I mean, look at this.
God.
This is phenomenal.
Handsome Squidward?
And there's more to come in regards to, I know there's going to be a lot of questions about the other races and the difference.
That guy looks like a highway cop.
Them in character creation, as well as, you know, the sexes.
Holy shit.
We'll be showcasing more of that.
And this is there's these guys. All right, I want to see what these guys can be.
Textures here are taking a little bit, huh? Oh, there we go. Perfect. Now this guy's
this
guy's a chunky Vec. Little chunkiness.
He's a big boy.
He's got
man.
a little song going on.
Let me see.
Oh my god! Look at that Venthier. Yeah, it does look a lot like that.
Tab, it'll
randomize. Okay, how many other options do they
have?
have?
Easier for the randomization.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh my god! Look at that.
Cool to see the tusks change whenever you get randomized.
Yeah, I love that so much.
Wow.
They did really good.
I do feel like they do look a lot different.
There's a lot of variation.
Character models look great now.
That's something to make sure to bring into the other creature races as well.
Use the Asmongold preset,
I think
please.
one thing that's really cool about doing the races and the features that we've done so far for the character creator is that it paves the way for the cooler things that we're going to be doing later.
Yeah, like it makes a good foundation.
Totally agree. Very excited. You guys have done
to make big titty waifus.
Job.
I think so. Yeah.
And I know that I share the feelings of the community when we say that we are very excited for the future and what not just the character brings, but watching all the other features for Alpha 2 start coming online.
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting. Awesome. Well, we will see all of you back on stream. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, feel free to leave us comments. As I said
that looks
before,
badass.
We're always excited to read feedback from all of our followers.
Rewrite 100K lines of code, smart. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, look at that guy's face. Excited for Ashes of Creation. We read that, we internalize it, and we come back to the community with actions that represent.
Sad didn't show female customization.
So,
yeah, they're probably just
not
ready for that yet.
Thank you for joining us during this video, and we will see you back.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
Bye.
Make a streamer code, and like if you use the streamer codes, you get to play their character. Oh, there's a girl right there. Okay. Wow. Okay, there's one girl. Damn.
Well, seems like everyone liked it from the chat.
Oh my
I do know there are quite a few questions, so we're going to try to answer some of those.
Oh my
For
god.
sure. And before we get into the question, I just want to,
that is
kind of express to you guys that it's been a long journey so far in our development.
That is awesome.
We're not creating something small. MMOs are obviously big things to make, right? They're probably the biggest game you can make, and ours is a particularly ambitious MMORPG. But what I do hope is that with the demonstration of our Alpha 2 character creator, and as we lead up to Alpha 2 and you start seeing these progress updates on systems and on combat and on the world and on everything that goes into making an MMO, you understand the bar of quality that we are trying to hit with this project.
Yeah, this is
something
badass.
That is very near and dear to us as developers, our hearts, right? Is that we want to make something that makes us proud,
I love it,
makes
man.
our community proud.
And on the quality front, this isn't even its final form. Like, we're
Right.
not completely...
Oh, shit.
Like, there's still more stuff that's going to be happening.
She just said it.
Absolutely. And I will say one very
not
important
even the
thing.
final
It
form.
takes a lot of people to build an MMORPG of Ashes of Creation size, and we are hiring. So
Heard speech
out
so many
there,
times.
this
Well,
is
I
going to
mean,
be a
they're-
great
you're looking at
tool
it.
for you
It
guys
seems
to
like they're
spread
making
the word
something
and
good.
help us spread the word about the
Yeah.
project and Intrepid Studios, because we still have
I'm
a
not
lot
talking
of
about
bodies
what
to
they
hire. We
said.
wanna
I'm talking
be
about
at
what I
a little
saw.
over 200 people
looks really
within
good.
this year. So we have a great HR team that's helping on that front, but please share this stuff, talk to the developers of your favorite games that they've made, and let them know that Ashes is hiring. It's very important that we get the best possible talent, because
Yeah, there
when
you go.
you acquire talent like we have at Intrepid, you get these types of results. And this is the quality bar we all want to play in.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I can't say enough how proud I am of our developers, of
Yoink,
Intrepid,
yeah.
of everybody on the team. I know we mentioned some of the names there in that video, but we are
Help us poach great
we're
devs.
hard at work.
Of course.
And
How do you
there's
think
a
they
lot of
get
work
good
still left
devs?
to
That's
do.
what everybody does.
And even,
Duh.
within our team, like
You
during our
crazy?
last potluck,
Of course, that's what you do.
I heard a lot of discussion of people talking about what they love about working at Intrepid, and it just warms my heart to see that a lot of people have had bad experiences, but from our what we're trying to achieve is making like really a home for people, where they can be passionate and make and create.
Devs
the
actually
things that
try.
they
You can
want.
see it. Yeah, I know.
Obviously within line of what we're creating, and I know that people have said, "Are you guys going to create other games?" I'm like, let's launch one game
Focus
first.
on Ashes.
Yeah. Yeah. I was
But
about to
you never
say,
know.
chill out.
Absolutely.
So with that, I'm going to play kind of some B-roll video in the background
Okay.
whilst we chat.
Awesome.
Let's see this.
But the first question we have here is obviously where the females at. So if you want to
Where
talk
the
a little
girls
bit
at?
about
Yeah,
why
true,
we're
bro.
showcasing, and obviously we haven't
True,
even
where
shown
them
you all
girls
the
at?
races yet.
Sure.
So if you want to talk a little bit about why we focused on one first.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of technical
Probably
hurdles that
closer to
come
being
into setting up the skeleton and the rig for each race, and the different genders. Right now, we want to kind of get this out in front as quickly as possible, so we use kind of our base Kalar male model to
Yeah, I think
stand
that
up
makes
all
sense.
of the tech that Zach and Clayton were working on.
Yeah,
it
you
just
start
takes a
with
little bit of
something
time
like
for
that.
us to convert those over on the female
Oh my
side, and
God.
as well as on the other races. So you'll be seeing those options probably as updates. through
Canceled
our
for using
community
male
team,
first. True.
showcasing that on different social
Well,
channels.
they did have one girl. Okay.
So stay tuned. We'll be
As
showing
my
off
old.
more,
Yeah.
creation process as we get further along with the creator.
Yeah.
Beyond that, I know there was a lot of comments, and even internally, I saw some devs talking about it who are maybe not working on the
That
character creator.
face. That guy was
in
cool.
regards to blinking, because obviously when you're creating your character and they're just like staring at you,
Sure.
it's a little horrifying.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about
Absolutely.
that.
Anytime you're in a scene where you really want to have close control over the face,
Just
that
called
you're
all males basic.
manipulating,
Yeah, true.
it's sometimes a little bit difficult to incorporate heavy animations in that, right? So the idle stance is not really present. And then also, as you're like manipulating
Jesus.
the eyes, right now, if we had like blinking or eye darting, like following the cursor, or like, oh my God, what are you doing to my face, kind of thing.
I saw it. Yeah.
That takes a little bit more time to set up as well. But it is something that the animation team is working on.
Yeah, we definitely discussed it. We thought about, if we'd be able to get it in by time, but we weren't feeling confident in regards to the quality that. Obviously, we have a quality level that
It's
we're trying
better
to
to
meet,
only
so
show
we
things that
wanna
look
make
really
sure that when we
good.
showcase these things to you
Yeah,
guys,
it's better to only
you're not
show
gonna
things
see
that are
weird,
really, really
wonky
good.
Stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, don't
much
show
as
stuff
possible.
that's not ready
There's
yet.
some cases where
Because people will perceive it as being ready and think it's
there will
bad.
be bugs.
By the way, I do want to
Even
mention,
if you tell them it's not ready.
obviously, we talked
You can
about
say
a little
it's
bit
not
about
ready, and
features
they'll
that
look
are
at it and be
not
like, oh, it's not
currently
ready. I don't
present,
like it.
in this Alpha 2 Character Creator.
This game's
But
going to suck.
one important thing
That's
for
just what they're gonna
all
do.
of us out there who love experimenting with character creators and making cool
Yeah.
creations is the ability to adjust the environmental controls around the level that the character creator exists in. This might include
Final Fantasy
different
has
scenes
this
that you can put your character in.
So does Lost Ark.
Lighting adjustments that you can have in this B-roll footage.
Yeah,
You're kind of seeing the emissive colors change in the background every now and then. There's going to be a lot of environmental controls that are offered to the character creator so that people can set it up their scene that they want to kind of grab screenshots or to grab recordings or whatever they want to do.
Female girls are
that's
absolutely
also some
necessary. I agree.
Features that Tristan was working on.
Speaking of
true
features,
and real.
There's quite a few questions here in regards to that, so I'll just go through it. I saw some people talking about asymmetry, and we talked a little bit about the fact that we want to have this for eyes in the future.
Okay.
But just in general, people would like to have some asymmetry in their body and things of that sort.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely. I mean, the asymmetry is going to be, functionality that's possible in manipulating either, different.
I feel like that'd be
components of the
like
body
comparatively
or
kind of easy to
features like
program.
hair.
I don't know. It just seems like it'd be
we saw a
easy.
little bit of that blending.
To where it just only
highlights that
affects
you
one
can
side.
do. Margaret talked a little bit about the lights. The
That's
eye
cool.
asymmetry that you can include. Obviously those are going to exist within certain
one
parameters that we
normal
wanna
size
define on
arm,
a per
one
race basis.
fucking massive
but
arm.
It is something that we think is cool.
Exactly.
Asymmetry is a really cool thing, and those will be available for other parts of the body as well.
next, a lot of people were looking at the VEC and being like, it'd be really cool to have piercings. Is that something that we'll showcase? Maybe not just for VEC, but for
people want to
bases as well?
customize troll
100%.
characters like that
I
a whole
think
lot.
even,
Absolutely.
We had some of the body adornment or jewelries that were available on the VEC model, but we just didn't have time for this.
Yeah, I think some of the facial hair looks a little bit. It looks a little bit artificial.
Also kind of
but I think in general the hair looks good.
But there will be options like that to customize with
Asmongold, yeah.
And when we were showing off the hair options and colors, we showcased a lot of very natural colors, and people were wondering if they can have more vibrant greens and blues and stuff like that, or if they're going to be more specific to those cultures and races as far as the options they can choose.
Options are definitely going to be culturally dependent. However, with regards to the question about high saturation or certain types of color ranges, obviously we have a style guide that we want to hit from an art perspective, right, in the game. So those options will be dependent on whether or not they match with, excuse me, whether or not they match with the kind of style that we want to have within the game.
All right, cool. And I know there's a lot of customization options that you guys want. We will have a ton more, so stay tuned as we showcase more of those features.
That's just crazy.
The last question I have here before we move into our character art segment.
Oh my God, there's more.
We're asking about. We've talked about this in regards to paintings and pictures in your freehold, being able to upload images. People were wondering when they were looking at the tattoos if they'd be able to upload images for those.
That's a good question. It's a tricky one. For me, I think it would be cool if we could do that. Of course, that does add an additional layer of customer service
uploads
need on our side, right? We're going to have to answer tickets and reports that come in.
Too many people upload dicks.
Markings, and then we have to do
I've never been in a game. I didn't even think of that.
Or whatever.
I've never seen a game like that before, so I don't know how that works.
So we will see.
Swastikas, maybe not the best idea.
Yeah. From my perspective, I've worked on products where we did allow it, and there were a lot of service issues that we had in regards to customer service.
Service issues.
We had to remove them in some cases. So
that's what that's called. They're called service issues, guys.
To say yes or no to, but we'll see where we're at on that one. But I know it was a question that was asked, so I wanted to make sure you all heard. So moving from there, let's go into our character art stuff before the stream gets ridiculously long.
And by the way, before we move into the character art stuff, I just want to also add one additional thing. For those of you in our core audience and in our community who's been following development for a long time, and has had the outlook to anticipate the day you'll start seeing our quality bar hit the area we want it to.
I feel like we're getting there.
I just want to thank you guys for the support.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of projects in the past have failed to live up to your standards. They promised the world and they haven't. They didn't deliver in many cases. Our intent is to deliver. So I hope you guys that are watching and anticipating the future developments and seeing the progress on the work that we're all doing, that this level of quality is something that's speaking to you from a gamer's perspective and something
I think New World's what happened last time. That's what it was.
Goal. So really appreciative of your guys' support, continued support, watching our development, giving us feedback. It's so important. Like
the game could be so much better. I hope they make Reddit, New World better.
I go on other channels and I read feedback from pretty much everywhere we can get it.
Yeah.
And in the early days of our project, there was a lot of skepticism. Now, as people have seen our Alpha 1 and they're starting to see more updates on the monthly basis, it's nice to see that the support from the community is there.
I think more and more people are beginning to believe
necessary, right? We don't have a
I think that the turning point.
I don't have investors breathing down my neck.
The turning point was Unreal 5 for me.
Product. And your patience.
Like whenever I saw them go to Unreal 5, it was like, okay.
Regard, verbally participating in the feedback is
it's actually happening.
Helpful. So please make sure if you're watching this,
yeah,
and you want to see
I remember watching that live.
Designs come out and at the quality that we're showing now.
It was lit.
It's important for you to get involved. Go on the Reddit, go on Twitter, go on our forums. Give us feedback. We're not looking for people to purchase into the game or
engines
to
carry
pre-order.
games.
We're
they can.
really just looking for people who are MMO gamers to come out and talk about the ideas that we're presenting and the updates that we're giving.
Yeah,
that's a super important thing. That's part of the process, and it's very important.
Whiting's just insane. Yeah,
and almost every platform that you go to where we are officially there.
New World does that very well too.
To
be fair,
with one of our development team, our whole community team is on staff during our core hours, and if you come ask a question in Discord, we'll answer. If you're on our social media, we will respond to you. If you head over to our forums, we will engage with you. So it's one of those things where
I think it's so big.
Not only are you posting, but you're also going to get a response from us.
Well, I want to look at after I finish this. I want to watch my old VOD.
I think I've worked on a lot of projects where
for this, whenever it first came out,
and compare. Restricted from doing that even.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think that we as gamers all.
Oh, don't give me hopium. I can't take another L.
A development you can, and you can get that with us. So.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Very, very
you can handle plenty more L's, man. Don't worry about it.
Team as a whole, you guys are
doing
an
used to
awesome job. Interacting with our player base, it's very important.
Mm-hmm.
They kick butt. I love them all. They are great. Yep. Beyond that, like Steven said, in regards to delivering on that quality, that takes time. So bear with us.
I'm sure it'll take time.
That we
it's getting pay to win.
Can release a product that is.
I mean, like I don't know. It depends on what you define. Like I mean,
I'm going to
probably not like Lost Ark.
All my out of
it's probably not going to be like Lost Ark.
So I'm excited.
It's not. It's not even out.
Yeah, I mean,
Steven said no. Yeah, but I bet Gold River would probably say no too.
I'm just ready to wander around.
Like it's just
NPC. Like that would be fun.
I probably not.
Yeah.
I just want to inhabit the body of an NPC that somebody's fighting and just be like, whoa, where did that come from?
Yeah, it's not even out yet. Yeah, let's think about that whenever it's out.
No, I think it's great. I would love it.
Inhabit a boss.
Pay to be gay,
oh, it's so fun.
Dynamic content.
Who are you talking to?
It would be super sweet. We'll definitely have events and stuff like that. That's one of the things from a community perspective.
Some random guy typed that in chat. What the fuck you mean? What you type that shit in chat for?
Tools we like, and one of those tools is being able to do something like what Steven had suggested, which is, spawning ourselves as a boss and fighting, having an event like that.
I'm totally just joking. It's like I would do that on the public test server, but yeah. All right, what do we got for character?
Characters. Moving on. So before we get into the character stuff. One of the things that has come up quite a bit from the community and even internally is how do we pronounce all of the races? So I was going to get a little Steven soundbite. Let's start with our human races.
So we have the Kalar and we have the Valoon.
All right. Okay. And then moving on to our Elven.
We have the Empyrean and we have the Pyre.
Right. Empyrean, that's a word.
Our orcs are the Vek and the Renkai.
Renkai. All right, that's easy.
Our dwarves
are the Dunir and the Nekua.
And then the last and final, our conglomeration of madness of
the
creatures.
Talnar.
The
Talnar,
right,
okay.
There you guys have it. I've also sent our wiki folks, Lex over there, kind of like the pronunciation for those, so they'll be updating that as well. So, just quick get that out of the way.
All right, let's see the character art update.
In regards to the character art, you saw some of the
So that's actually what it looks like.
Character creation, but we kind of wanted to show you what this looks like. It's not
under
in
the
final
hood
form, but
they're
still working on it.
Oh wow!
Very cool.
Yeah.
It's
I love the
Prometheus,
wrinkles.
yeah.
Having to
It's a
establish age
jailer,
of
even
characters.
better.
Really cool.
Oh
and
my
I won't have a
god.
turntable for this because you guys did see the Vec mail.
So, that's with all the different colors
in the
and
Character
everything
Creator
too.
already,
Wow.
But I wanted to show some still images of them as well.
That looks really
We
good.
saw the concept art for them.
What do y'all
and
think about that?
This is the first time we've been showing you guys. the
Yeah,
3D models,
Illidan colors
but our
almost.
concept
Yeah.
art looks almost the same. So, it's
Well, one thing
amazing.
you do see here that you didn't see in the character creator is hair options, right? So these are some of the Vec hairs
Yeah.
that are possible as well.
And some more of the.
That's like a
piercings and
55-year-old
bones and
punk
stuff
rocker
like that.
haircut.
Yeah, the adornments are present.
I
as
like
well.
it.
Yeah.
Minus the ponytail.
And then.
Okay,
the
next,
female
what's
that you
this
all
one?
have been waiting for.
Oh, the female one.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Holy
Some
shit.
of the jewelry options.
Wow.
Another hair option.
That actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, and again.
Yeah, that looks
the
pretty
reason why
fucking
obviously
good.
we
Yeah,
didn't
she's.
have
I
the
think she's.
female
Yeah,
characters
in a
present
weird
the
way, she's
demonstration
almost a
was
little
because
bit
we gotta
cute.
hook up a lot of those technical.
That's impressive,
components,
man.
that allow for the manipulation.
Yeah, what do
within
you
the
guys
character
think?
creator.
Would you?
And I do have a turntable for her.
Okay, let's see that. Oh my
You can
god.
see the full 3D. Y'all
Wow.
thirsty over those booties, though.
I know the Vec booties. The Vec.
I like
saw,
how they
the
just
chat
say it.
Going nuts. I was laughing so
Yeah.
hard.
Oh no!
They
I'm just
really
waiting
wanted
for
to see us
some-
Oh my
do the butt
God.
slider.
I'm waiting for some.
Listen, I'm sure there's a
creator to
slider
actually
for that
review
one
the
too, okay, guys? Don't worry
the
about it.
presentation today to do
Yeah.
the whole booty 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 everywhere song on it.
Oh my
Oh, you know they're
god.
going to. They've already done it with other
Oh, yeah.
creatures. And then we are going to
Okay.
be showing the male pyre.
Oh, so
First
this is the
time.
male
Oh,
pirate.
wow.
This is the
Yeah.
concept art of them.
That looks
Right.
cool.
But you can see the
Damn.
delineation between the male and female in the ears and in
Yeah,
the
look at
antlers,
that. Holy
or,
shit.
As some were calling the branchlers.
The
Or what do they call
branchlers?
it?
Yeah, branchlers.
The
Yeah.
branchlers,
Yeah.
As well. But that's the pirate.
Yeah, human form
male.
Argos. Yeah, it's like Malfear and Ant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very cool.
something like that. I'm trying to think of a good
And
way
if you have
to
feedback
to
for us
compare it to
on
something.
The Vec or the Pyre. We have some threads already up on the forums.
Wow.
Definitely pop over there, give us some feedback. We love hearing from you guys. Obviously,
looks really
along our
cool.
journey, we've been continually
That's
making
so
changes and
badass.
updates based on that feedback.
And like compared to the model, I bet it could actually
Next
look like
up,
that
we
in
have
game
our-
almost.
A fishy friend. Maybe one that you
Ooh,
might not want to
Fishy
That's a
friend.
Leviathan.
Yeah.
Oh my
engage
god.
with.
This is one of the Alpha 2, I believe this
That's
is one of the Alpha
badass.
2 raid bosses that are going to be in the ocean.
Wait, there's a raid boss in the
That'll be
water.
interesting when you come across that, what might happen.
Yes.
Oh my
Good
god.
luck. That's all I'm gonna
That's
say.
so
Good
cool.
luck.
Good luck. Good set.
We should have added
An
a scale
ocean
there
raid
because,
boss.
Oh
those
yeah,
are
to
big-
give you
those are big
scale.
boys.
Holy
Like a little
fucking
fishy.
shit, that's
Like a
badass.
fish cheek or
the
something.
number of ships
That is
needed
so,
for that
so
one's gonna
cool.
be a lot.
All right.
It's a kraken.
And
Yeah,
then
exactly.
We have our Whispering Watcher. Whispering Watcher.
What the
Oh yeah, I
fuck?
love this creature. Or this mount, yeah.
Yeah, it's a mount.
It's like Medusa, but it's a
Very cool.
It's a
Very
griffin?
Sphinxy feeling.
what
That's
the
definitely
fuck?
inspiration.
It's a
This is
chimera
one that I got
Medusa.
to design, so it's
Yes.
very, very exciting.
What the?
It was creepy,
fuck?
but
oh my god!
I know a lot of people are like, it's gonna be so creepy, but look at the 3D model.
It
It's so
is
good."
creepy, yeah.
I would really love if this mount had like a social action that it could do where it like yells at somebody near you or something, right?
Yeah, and like the snakes, like
whisper.
What I want to see is
Put their-
that,
their
like,
tongues
a
out.
dungeon where like you're going through the dungeon and you just hear whispering throughout
Dude,
the
this
dungeon.
reminds me of the
Oh, and then you
chimeras
find
in
out this is
Gauntlet
the creature
Legacy.
that's been whispering to you.
Remember
the
that?
entire time.
Yeah,
Gauntlet
Think about all
Legends, I meant to say.
That's what I'd like to see.
Or maybe it was Gauntlet Dark Legacy. I don't remember which one.
Alright.
Yeah,
And
it was the
with that,
same
we
type
will
of
Head
one.
on over to the questions that you guys asked over on the forums.
Okay, let's see this.
Obviously, our artists are amazing. We show off.
We
their
could
art
skip
all
the
time,
Q&A, but I want to see the rest of
shout
this
out
art
to all
too.
of them. They are phenomenal.
Would you? Yo,
Amazing.
chill.
Yeah.
Chill.
It's crazy.
We love our team.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
So our first question is from Azael over on the forums, and they wanted to know about world PvP. Have you
Okay.
considered a high stakes loot drop PvP zone / area in Vera?
Oh.
Um,
Something I would do off
We
stream.
have not, and the reason for that is our current PvP systems already allow for material and material risk, essentially.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
That's
It's like
either
a
through the
convoys
fighting
and
system
stuff.
or through other event-based PvP opt-in systems as well. So yeah.
Oh, it was Ezreal.
Okay, that's fair.
And the next one, similar name, Azure wants to know
That
about
seems like
nodes.
something you do like
Will
after it's out.
infrastructural issues requiring reactive tasks be part of node gameplay outside of Monster Coin, Siege, weather, and natural disaster events?
What was the first part of that?
If you die, you lose material.
Infrastructural issues requiring reactive tasks be part of node
so something
gameplay.
gets destroyed.
Absolutely. There are 3 primary systems that deal with building damage and or building destruction within nodes.
Okay.
Those are NPC driven events that are a response to, some type of either story arc predicate or atrophy issues that happen with the node. There are node sieges and there are node wars.
Okay.
All of those, the event system could be a hazard like a tornado or a hurricane, and that could deal damage to buildings, which require then the players, in order to reactivate those services from a particular building, to repair the building. There is the ability for buildings to take damage during wars or during sieges. When those abilities take damage, they could potentially be destroyed, at which point a rubble appears on that plot within the node, and the government has to clear that plot before they can either reconstruct a new building or the previous building.
Is it like in real life and it takes 18 months to move two bricks?
System. So in order to build down the
they might make the game realistic, guys. I'm worried now.
As the node grows larger,
yeah, I'm worried.
More to access stronger building types, you may get a kink in that chain if it's destroyed, and you'll have to stand that back up in order to support the service again. So there's a lot of reactive type of systems that can interface with nodes and the development of those nodes, and players and governments will have to respond to that in order to keep their services running.
I can't wait to use. I can't wait to tax people.
This one is from It's Fane.
I cannot wait to tax people. It's going to be great.
Rare items. With unique and rare legendary items limited to 1 per server, what will happen to an item of such rarity when the player character in possession leaves the world or server?
That item will then be available again for acquisition through whatever means it was acquired previously.
Oh, wow.
And then Captivated would like to know about lore. How do you plan to establish big characters and story arcs in an ever-changing and node-driven world? That's
one, but
yeah.
that's actually a great question.
Long answer required. Yeah. So our story arc system, which is being championed
that's
by
a huge, big question.
Teams, Scott, Wynn, Jeremy, Amy.
See Reddit creds complaining. I read about how you tax.
That, and I don't want to get into too much detail, but they're built in such a way where these marquee characters, these story plots, have multiple, and I don't want to use the word nodes because nodes has a specific connotation to cities. But within the context of these story arcs, there are specific points that they can pivot to tell a different story. That different story can be based on predicates that are in the world from a player decision standpoint.
So it's like Elden Ring.
Representation standpoint, from situational to which node gets developed. There's a lot of different components that interact with the way the dialogue and narratives play out on a particular server.
Oh my
what
God.
That means is, and I've said this from the beginning, many sandbox
branching
MMORPGs,
story is necessary. Yeah,
they do not create as much curated content as theme park MMORPGs.
That's true.
Their excuse for doing that is because they incorporate player-driven mechanics. But that's a bit of a cop-out, and it's the opposite approach that we've taken with Ashes of Creation. And the reason for that is if you give the player a door and there's nothing behind that door, then opening the door is meaningless.
Right.
So what we have to do is we have to create a very functional story arc system that provides content in many different ways, but is behind a door of world progress or world development that is then executed by the player population. And that's how we construct our narrative systems, essentially, with a short answer.
There's a lot that's going to interact.
It's way too ambitious. We'll see what happens.
Stay tuned. We may showcase some of those things.
These are some good questions.
Absolutely.
Throughout the upcoming months. So, our next question is from George Black, and they want to know about armor. Since heavy armor will be strong against physical damage and cloth armor strong against magic damage, what would make players want to wear leather armor?
That's a very good point.
Your armor is really based on your threat assessment. Like, what encounter are you going
Yeah, that's
with?
A very good point.
Is there a blend of incoming physical and magical damage based on the types of opponents?
Yeah, there's got to be like
players,
damage components
that you're facing. that's going to be completely situational. So that's how our armor systems
When you go into the
essentially
dungeon.
are. You're not going to get one set of armor that's going to be situationally relevant for every encounter you might face.
Use
That's
leather
crazy.
armor for the dungeon, guys.
And as a result of that, you're going to have to succeed in acquiring sets that are situationally relevant for the types of encounters you are intending to face. Leather gives you a blend between both worlds.
Yeah.
It also will have different types of set benefits that aren't purely related to damage mitigation, right? So that could be outgoing skill damage. It could be critical chances. It could be some other waterfall stats that are associated with it.
I like that.
Our armors don't just boil down to damage.
Big numbers.
All right.
We love numbers.
And our next question is from Doug Bug 27, and we're going back to a little bit of lore. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to answer this one, but will the racial capital cities such as Ren for orcs, Ayla for human, and Amera for elves be player cities, potential nodes, or has the cataclysmic event done something else to them entirely?
So
that's a good
we
question.
have to remember that part of the story, and this has been expressed in the past, is that you are returning to a world that has essentially been destroyed and left untouched for many millennia. And as a result, those old capital cities are essentially the ruins of which you're returning to.
Like
And
Atlantis.
the new cities that you are developing, the node structures that exist, these are brand new cities, right? They might be couched within ruins of old, empires, so to speak.
Okay.
But they will not be representative of the old capital cities.
There you go. And then Akatosh and Zillin had this same question
That
in
makes
regards
sense.
to instances. Will the instance content still have scripted and difficult boss fights that drop gear and loot?
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously that's
Obviously.
our incentive wheel, right? That's
Obviously.
why you do
Like,
content
yes.
for the most part, is as it relates to your progression
Duh,
as a character,
bruh.
both in your vertical power and horizontal capabilities. And in that sense, even though we're mitigating the amount of instances that are really relevant within the world,
That's good.
A 80-20 split is our objective. 80%
That seems good.
open world content, 20% instance content. Really, instance content is meant to provide
It's like challenge content.
rails for an experience.
Yeah,
right? The
yeah.
designers want the
Yeah, you have to have
experience either
instance content be challenge content.
Single
Because,
player,
like, outdoor
or-
content
or
can't be
just a
challenge
party,
content,
and
really.
They want to control like that environment and that encounter. They use an instant, especially if it's important to a storyline, whether it be class-based storyline, culture-based storyline, node-based, whatever affiliation related to the character is a path they want to take down the instance category. There's not going to be too much of that, but they will incorporate, of course, our traditional reward structure.
Right,
Yeah, I was just gonna note that we're straying away from that as much as possible, but in some cases it is a tool that is useful for us.
Now, to be fair, that doesn't mean that the reward structure of incentives will be, BIS. They won't be best in slot type items. You will not accomplish that from instance-based content.
Really?
Those will be found within the open world. It'll be a competitive area for you to achieve those things because other forces will want to achieve them as well.
Oh,
and because
wow.
it's open world, there will be a limited number of those who can successfully
shit.
compete on whether it be some timer for a world
That's gonna
boss
be
or some
crazy.
condition or other world state predicate. Those are things that people are going to have to contend with each other for.
I don't know how it's
And
going to
that's
go.
where that risk versus reward comes. And, if you want the cool reward,
absolutely.
you got to take the
Yeah, that's
risk.
also, I don't like that.
And
It gives
speaking
me
about
worry.
gear,
It gives me
Songrun
pause, but I
actually
don't
has a
know. It could
question
happen.
saying,
It could work.
Will accessories such as necklaces and rings be vertical power changes or horizontal power changes?
It should be vertical, probably both.
And it depends on how you engage with them.
Yeah,
But there will be options for both. Yes.
that makes sense.
And then Toom, not sure how you want your name to be pronounced, is asking about mounts. Will some aquatic mounts have any utility skills that can be used in fishing?
Yes, absolutely. That will be a excuse me. Fishing is a big part
That is cool.
of the game. I personally love fishing.
Oh
I
my
think we're gonna
God.
have a really cool.
That's actually a
system
cool
for fishing,
idea.
And mounts
Wow.
will have skills. that
Fishing
relate to
from
fishing
your
in some
mount?
way, shape, or
Yeah.
form. At least the water mounts, right? Whether that be
Fishing
getting out
bot
to a
Andes,
particular
exactly.
area, whether it be like some type of fish finding or chumming the area.
Oh, echolocation.
There could even
Yeah,
be
and it would tell you where the
benefits
fish are.
while, fishing in the water
Holy
while mounted,
shit.
right? Like you're on the back of your turtle out there just sitting in the water.
Oh my
casting
God,
your
that's such a good
rod,
idea.
or your line and, to fish.
That's actually
There could
that's
be some
actually
benefits
lit.
conferred upon you based on the mount.
Wow.
Right. And I'm probably not gonna say this person's full name because it has a little bit of a swear word in there. So we're gonna call you Joker.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm interested.
Cody should have caught that. They want to know about raid PvP, and they're asking, how will raid loot be dispersed when PvP battles are involved during the raid fight?
There is already a complex system in place when it comes to raid loot settings that each raid can have.
Yeah, master loot.
If we're talking about 2 competing raids, we have a blended approach of damage done and a tag benefit. So, if you tag the boss first, or you tag the loot, whatever the loot target is first, you're going to get a benefit in the damage overall determination. So if you need to have 51% of damage done in order to qualify your raid,
isn't that how BDO works?
Of damage done, if there's even 3 or 4 raids.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
Might give you a 5 or 10% edge. We'll play with that number, balance it based on testing, but generally that's our approach in competing loot rights.
And there's been I've actually seen a lot of discussion regarding this topic. People do have concerns in regards to, I go into an area and I just tag all the monsters, and now I have some percentage of that. Okay.
Yeah, no, if you tag all the monsters, you're really only going to be able to you damage a certain subsect of them, right? And players will be able to overdamage essentially the other monsters that you're tagging. So that's why.
So it's not like it's a binary thing. That's probably a good thing.
Okay.
Shitters will get smoked. Good system for loot.
In regards to that, but if your question didn't get answered here, our amazing community team,
not always.
Roshan and Vacner does a lot of work on this. He basically goes through every question to make sure that if you asked a question that we've already answered, he gives you the answer to that question, and then also lets you know if your question didn't get selected, so that you can make sure to ask it again for the next month's questions and possibly get picked as one of the random questions. So thank you again to everybody for submitting them. And
Holy shit.
Check it out over the forums if you didn't get your answer here. And I think
will
wrap us up for our March development update.
Awesome.
Woo.
Oh my fucking God.
I'm feeling good. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed watching the character creator. There's like I said, a lot of work ahead of us for Alpha 2. We're hard at work on that March. But stay tuned for our future updates because we're going to have a lot of fun stuff to share.
Fuck, man. This one was crazy.
There's so much more to come. We are
Holy
very excited.
fucking shit.
So thank you all for joining us. We will see you next month for another development update. And in the interim, please follow us on all of the social channels. We constantly keep you all updated. Every day almost there's some social post up there. Peter does an amazing job interacting over there. So hop on, give us your infos. We might have some other exclusive stuff to socials. So since this was a very long stream,
crazy.
There's some pieces that didn't quite make it in here.
Oh my God, that was really fucking cool.
Of course, if you want to join our dev discussion, we just had a new one go up. So pop on over to our forums and leave your feedback over there in regards to indicators for like conning and enemies and things of that sort. And then, of course, our April cosmetic swap over is on April 6th. So get those sets if that's something you're interested in before the swap over. And the video for this, we'll have 2 videos. One is going to be the 4K video of the character creator segment. That will be going up probably later today. And then we'll have the full video of the whole live stream. I wanted to compare it to what it looked like before, so y'all can see what the difference is. Stay tuned for both of those. And then, of course, leave us a comment over on our YouTube channel if you're watching this right now, because you may get selected as the lucky winner as long as you're a subscriber and you leave us a comment. Yeah. And then beyond that, follow us on all the social. We'll see you next month. Toodaloo.
Bye, everyone. Have an awesome weekend.
Holy shit, that looks really cool. Oh my God, what are those, like undead druids? What the fuck, bro? I come back and I saw this. Oh my God, that looks cool. Wow. Yeah, I think this is probably one of the best updates they've had. To be completely honest with you, I think this is probably one of the best updates that they have ever had. Wow. Holy fuck, man, this is cool. I'm excited for the game. I want to say, like, right now, I know a lot of you guys, this is kind of what happens with, like, every game, is that people people are always like so negative about it, right? This is the old character creator. Just to compare it, this right here is the old character creator and what it used to look like. And like, that's how big of a difference it's made ever since, like, this was July 2001. This is less than a year ago. That is a massive, huge fucking improvement, guys. That is massive. Looks better than before. Yeah, exactly. Negativity, 2001, 2021, okay? All right, like, chill out. I know what I'm trying to say. Well, actually, I don't, obviously, but, you know, it is what it is. So I'm just excited, man. I really am. Like, I think everything about this looks really cool. And I think that the game, like, this is the thing, right? Is like, everybody always wants to find a reason for why the game is bad, or like why you don't like the game, or like why it's gonna fail. I don't really know, like, where does that come from, do you guys think? Like, where, like, I'm actually curious, like, where do you guys think that comes from? Because, like, to me, it seems a little bit unnecessary. Does it not? Because, like, too much, yeah, I think maybe it's like people, they think that it's, well, I'm sorry, like, I don't know, like, there's always, they've been burned so many times before, yeah. And it's like good negativism, validation, Andy's the toxic gamers, yeah, it's like, there's nothing about it that, like, makes it look bad. I don't know, like, it's just, it's so exhausting to deal with people like that. It's so weird, man. It's like you say, don't trust game reviews. Why trust game devs? I'm not trusting either one of them. I'm saying what I see on the screen looks good, and it looks good. That's all there is to it. I'm not saying any of that shit. I'm saying, like, what I'm looking at on the screen looks good.